Okay, so first we're going to take Urban Decay Primer Potion in Eden and put it all over our eyelid. And then just blend that out. Alright, and next we are going to take MAC Stars and Rockets with a very fluffy crease brush. And just going to take it actually above your actual crease, because for this look we're using it as a transitional color. If you do not like to wear makeup as dramatic as I do, then obviously don't take this as high up on your eye. Alright, and just continue to do that on your other eye. Alright, and with the same brush, you're going to take MAC's Cream de Violet and just keep that a little further down. Don't take it all the way up to your eyebrow. And that's just going to darken it up a tad bit. It's a little more opaque of a color than Stars and Rockets. Alright. And next, we're actually going to take a more pointed crease brush, and this is just a super duper cheap one that I got from Target. And I am going to actually take this color, I believe it's Nocturnal, my pointed crease brush, almost like we're doing a cut crease, but a more blended out cut crease. And that's just going to give you a nice defined look. Remember, these are all transitional colors so that we get that nice gradient effect on our eye. Alright, now as far as the purple goes, we're done with the purple for now. We will come back to it. I am going to take this MAC eyeshadow, I believe it's Shimmer Moss. And I'm going to take my Sigma brush and I'm going to apply that all over my eyelid. Try to keep it as far away from the crease as you can, but make sure to get it right up to the crease without actually overlapping it. Alright, and do the same on the other eye. Alright, so it should look something like that. So now we're actually going to go back to the purple. And again, with a pointed crease brush, I am actually going to take MAC's Fig 1. Just a nice matte purple. And I'm going to blend a tiny bit down on the outer corner of my eye, just so it looks, you know, connected and not disconnected. Then I'm just going to pull it over into my actual crease. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. So you should have something. Looks a little bit like this. And I'm actually going, it's an airplane by the way. I'm actually going to take MAC's Beauty Mark and I will be taking it on a little teeny tiny crease brush. Just to kind of darken this up a tiny bit. Make sure you blend that out. Alright. Now I'm going to take that fluffy brush and just blend that. You should have something like this. And now we're going to highlight. And I will be taking, since everything's pretty shimmery, I'm going to take MAC Blanc Type. And I'm just going to take it on my Crown Fluffy highlight brush. And that's going to blend down our transitional colors a little bit too. Alright. Then we're going to go back with fluffy brush. Like I said, just blend that out. So that everything is seamless. Alright. And in the very, very corner of our eyes, I am going to take MAC's Aphrodisiac on a Crown Italian Badger round crease brush. Just going to give us a little extra sparkle in the inner corner there. white, and for a pop of a nice like bright blue, I am actually going to take, I believe this is Cool Heat from MAC, and on that same brush, I'm going to put that right underneath. And I'm just wiping the product off of that brush, and I'm actually going to blend this so that it gets that kind of nice smudge effect to it. Alright, and I'm going to go tight line and apply mascara, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I'm actually going to show you guys how I do my foundation and everything. This is my summertime foundation, so I will be using my Bare Minerals since it's really hot and I don't like full, liquid foundation in the summertime. First, I have already moisturized with my Clinique moisturizer. I have really oily skin, so this is the best moisturizer I've found for it. And then in my super like dry areas, which is normally like around my nose and like right around here, even though I have oily skin, those areas still seem to get really dry. I just take a little bit of the Makeup Forever High Definition Elixir. It's a really, really nice serum, and it just about that much, and I just apply that to my face. Alright, and while that's settling in, I will show you what primer I use. I use the Makeup Forever High Definition Primer. It is the only primer I've ever found that does not break my skin up. I've tried the Smashbox one, I've tried MAC, I've tried everything. I live by a military base. That's why you hear airplanes all the time. The MAC face primer without the SPF generally doesn't break my skin out, but I find that the Makeup Forever one is way better. A little bit goes a long way, so you don't need much. Alright, and I'm going to be using the Bare Minerals. This is the original, not the matte. I do have the matte, but trying to use this one all up, and this is fairly light because I'm pasty. And all I do is get a little bit of that in the lid. And apply that all over my face. I don't like super full coverage just because, like I said before, it's really, really hot. And I'm a hairstylist, so I'm constantly moving at work and sweating, and it's pretty gross when you sweat your makeup off. Alright. And you can set this with like their mineral veil, but I don't ever, just because I don't really like a ton of powder on my face. After that, I generally take my MAC. This is the color that I use for my contour. I believe it's Strata, or Strata, however you say it. And I just take, this is my Crown brush. It's by far the best contouring brush I've found to this day. And I just get a little bit on that. And I generally don't have to make like, a fishy face, but if you're new to contouring, don't feel bad if you have to. And I just do a light contour on my cheeks with this. This is pretty much like my everyday face. Now if I'm doing makeup for photographs, I will use, you know, a fuller coverage, but for everyday, this works out well. And with my, this is my favorite blush brush to this day. It is the Taper Duo Fiber Blush from Crown. And this is my everyday blush. It looks good on every single skin tone. On every skin tone it looks differently, of course. It's just like a nice watermelon pink color. And I like the Duo Fiber blush brush because it's, you know, always very easy to overdo blush. And I feel with the Duo Fiber it gives you a lighter touch. That way you don't overdo it. And there's my face.